Guardians of Spain, unveiling the CNI. In the heart of Spain, shrouded in secrecy, operates an organization entrusted with safeguarding the nation's security and interests, the Centro Nacional de Inteligencia, or National Intelligence Center. This agency, often working behind the scenes, is the silent sentinel of Spain, ensuring that the nation remains safe from various threats that loom in the shadows. As the primary intelligence agency of Spain, the CNI plays a critical role in protecting the country from a wide range of threats, both domestic and foreign. Whether it's preventing terrorist attacks, thwarting espionage activities, or safeguarding against cyber threats, the CNI is always on alert, ready to respond to any challenge. From counterterrorism and counterintelligence to cybersecurity and international cooperation, the CNI's mandate is broad and its responsibilities are immense. The agency collaborates with international partners, sharing intelligence and strategies to combat global threats, ensuring that Spain remains a key player on the world stage. This essay delves into the history, functions, and recent developments surrounding Spain's secretive intelligence service, shedding light on its vital role in the 21st century. By exploring the CNI's past achievements and current operations, we gain a deeper understanding of how this agency continues to evolve and adapt in an ever-changing world, maintaining its vigilance to protect Spain and its citizens. A legacy forged in crisis, the origins of the CNI. The story of Spain's intelligence services is deeply intertwined with the nation's turbulent history, marked by conflict, dictatorship, and a hard-fought transition to democracy. The roots of the CNI can be traced back to the tumultuous years following the Spanish Civil War and the subsequent Francoist dictatorship. During this period, Spain was under the iron grip of Francisco Franco, whose regime sought to control every aspect of Spanish life, including intelligence and security. In 1977, as Spain transitioned to democracy, the need for a modern and professional intelligence service became apparent. The country was undergoing significant political and social changes, and there was a pressing need to ensure national security while respecting democratic principles. The Servicio Central de Documentación, the intelligence agency of the Franco era, was dissolved due to its association with the former regime. This agency had been instrumental in maintaining Franco's authoritarian rule, and its dissolution was a symbolic step towards a new democratic Spain. In its place, the Centro Superior de Información de la Defensa, or CNI, was created. This new agency was tasked with the monumental job of rebuilding Spain's intelligence capabilities from the ground up, ensuring they aligned with the values of a democratic society. The CNI marked the beginning of a new era in Spanish intelligence, one characterized by a commitment to democratic values and the rule of law. The agency aimed to protect Spain from internal and external threats while upholding the freedoms and rights of its citizens. However, the agency faced numerous challenges in its early years, including internal divisions and a lack of clear direction. The transition from an authoritarian regime to a democratic one was fraught with difficulties, and CNI had to navigate a complex political landscape. It was not until 1987, with the passage of the law regulating special intelligence activities, that the CNI was formally established as Spain's primary intelligence agency. This law provided a clear legal framework for the agency's operations, ensuring accountability and oversight in its activities. The establishment of CNI under this law marked a significant milestone in the evolution of Spain's intelligence services, setting the stage for the future development of the CNI. Safeguarding the realm. The multifaceted role of the CNI. The CNI's primary mission is to provide the Spanish government with the intelligence it needs to protect the country's national security and interests. This broad mandate encompasses a wide range of activities, including collecting and analyzing intelligence on threats to Spain's security, both at home and abroad, conducting counterintelligence operations to thwart espionage and foreign interference, combating terrorism, organized crime, and the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, providing early warning of potential crises and threats, protecting critical infrastructure and national assets, and cooperating with foreign intelligence services to address shared security challenges. Counterintelligence protecting Spain from within. A core function of the CNI is counterintelligence, which involves identifying and neutralizing threats posed by foreign intelligence services operating within Spain. This includes activities such as espionage, sabotage, and political interference. The CNI works closely with other Spanish law enforcement and security agencies to detect and disrupt these threats, protecting sensitive information and national assets from compromise. Terrorism and organized crime combating threats to national security. In the wake of the September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks, the CNI's focus on counterterrorism significantly increased. The agency plays a critical role in preventing terrorist attacks on Spanish soil and interests abroad. This includes monitoring the activities of known terrorist groups, identifying potential threats, and disrupting terrorist plots. Additionally, the CNI is actively engaged in combating organized crime, which poses a significant threat to Spain's security and economy. Cybersecurity, navigating the digital battleground. In recent years, the CNI has placed an increasing emphasis on cybersecurity, recognizing the growing threat posed by cyber attacks. The agency is responsible for protecting Spain's critical infrastructure, including government networks, financial institutions, and energy companies, from cyber intrusions. The CNI also works to combat cybercrime and protect Spanish citizens and businesses from online threats. International cooperation, the CNI on the global stage. In today's interconnected world, international cooperation is essential for effective intelligence gathering and analysis. The CNI maintains close relationships with its counterparts in other countries, sharing information and coordinating operations to address common security challenges. These partnerships are crucial for combating transnational threats such as terrorism, organized crime, and cybercrime, which often require a coordinated international response. Shrouded in secrecy, notable operations of the CNI. Due to the clandestine nature of its work, the CNI's operations are rarely publicly disclosed. However, over the years, there have been a few notable instances where the agency's activities have come to light. One such case involved the CNI's role in the capture of Luis Roldan, the former Director General of the Guardia Civil, Spain's national police force. Roldan had embezzled millions of dollars from the Guardia Civil and fled the country. The CNI tracked him down to Laos, where he was arrested and extradited back to Spain to face trial. The Catalan crisis, a test of the CNI's mandate. In recent years, the CNI has faced criticism for its role in the Catalan independence movement. The agency has been accused of spying on Catalan politicians and activists, as well as infiltrating pro-independence groups. The CNI's actions in Catalonia have raised concerns about the agency's oversight and accountability, with some critics arguing that it has overstepped its mandate. Pegasus spyware scandal, controversy and reform. The Pegasus spyware scandal has been one of the most significant controversies in recent years, shaking the foundations of trust in governmental agencies. The CNI, Spain's National Intelligence Center, was thrust into the spotlight in 2022 when it was revealed that the agency had used Pegasus spyware, developed by the Israeli firm NSO Group, to target Catalan politicians and activists. This revelation brought to light the extent of surveillance and raised serious questions about privacy and civil liberties. The revelation sparked a major political scandal in Spain, prompting calls for an investigation into the CNI's activities and greater oversight of the agency. Public outcry was immense, with protests erupting across the country, demanding transparency and accountability from the government. In response to the scandal, the Spanish government announced a series of reforms aimed at strengthening the CNI's oversight and accountability. The Prime Minister addressed the nation, emphasizing the need for change and the importance of protecting citizens' rights. These reforms included greater parliamentary scrutiny of the agency's activities and the establishment of an independent body to investigate complaints against the CNI. The government also promised to implement new measures to ensure that such breaches of privacy would not occur in the future, aiming to restore public trust and confidence in the intelligence services. The future of Spanish intelligence, adapting to a changing world. As Spain navigates an increasingly complex and interconnected world, the role of the CNI is only likely to become more important. The agency will need to continue to adapt to evolving threats, such as cyber attacks, hybrid warfare, and the rise of new technologies. At the same time, the CNI will need to balance its need for secrecy with the need for greater transparency and accountability. The future of Spanish intelligence will depend on the CNI's ability to strike this delicate balance.